The Raptors now comfortably at the top as the Celtics sit 3.5 games back. They're working their way through injuries now to Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. We'll look at more of that in a moment. But if you're looking at this Eastern Conference playoff race and you are the Celtics sitting comfortably in second, Griff, would you rest Kyrie at this point?
I think I would, and the reason being, you're not going to get too far out of that seeding position regardless, and you're not going to beat anybody if he's not healthy in the playoffs. And we erred too much probably on the side of being healthy in Cleveland. Makes it very difficult to find a rhythm heading into the playoffs. Sometimes you don't build enough of the right habits with the right people on the court. But we very much believed if we were healthy, we could beat anybody anywhere. And when you saw that list of people that are out for Boston right now, there's no reason to push it. They need to get everybody healthy and then take advantage of that week of playoffs heading into the playoffs to get everybody on the same page.
And on that list, Isaiah, is Marcus Smart, who now is listed as out indefinitely, but multiple reports are saying this team just doesn't know. It could be the season. How big a loss is that?
That's a huge loss for the Celtics because he's their glue guy. You know, he's the guy that can kind of do everything. He can guard the bigs, he can guard the smalls, he brings them toughness, and he makes the plays that you just really can't teach, right? There's a certain amount of effort that he brings to the game, and energy and intensity and toughness every single night that you know is going to be there. And then sometimes he's a shot maker, as we saw in one of those playoff games against Cleveland last year, where he just knocked down shots from the three-point line. So when he becomes a shot maker and then a distributor to go along with all the other intangibles that I just described, I mean, he's a heck of a player. And when they lose that, it's very difficult to replace that type of energy and effort and intensity coming into your lineup. It's easier to replace a more skilled player, but the guys that bring the energy, the hustle, the effort, it's hard to find those guys.
And he had gotten in such great shape this season in order to contribute offensively and not just on the defensive end as well. But there are other notable injuries, not just to the Boston Celtics, but across the Eastern Conference this season. When you look at this list, Griff, which team do you think is going to be most affected by their loss of player or players heading into this playoff season?
Well, I think what Cleveland's had to deal with two of their starting front court players out is really difficult to absorb. And depending on when Kevin comes back, it'll also be the toughest situation to come back from and get everybody on the same page. Obviously, John Wall being somebody who's ball dominant, that'll be difficult in Washington to make it all work. But in the Kevin Love situation, not only is he important for them from an offensive standpoint because of the floor spacing shooting he gives them, he's also their best and most important defensive rebounder because he starts the break so well as an outlet passer. So once they bring him back into the fold, it's going to take some time to adjust, and they just have to hope that they have enough time to get everybody on the same page heading into the playoffs.
And he'll be playing at that 4 position, and he's been playing at the 5 all season long, so a bit more of a transition as well.